Thanks very much, Madam Speaker. And I really wanted to share here with the House. The riding of Essex truly has world-class manufacturing, but equaled with world-class generosity. And the moment that COVID-19 hit, when so many manufacturing businesses shut down, community came together. And I know this because I've sat on numerous Zoom calls along with them. They've created test kits, they've created ventilators, they've created face masks, hand sanitizer, galore. The hiccup that they're having is they cannot get approval from Health Canada. I'm wondering, please, a two-pronged question. Number one is, how long is the wait time to get approval from Health Canada currently? And secondly, how long will it take to clear that backlog?
Minister of Health.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker, and I share the member opposite's true gratitude, in fact, to the many companies that have come forward, not just from Essex, but all across the country, either retooling their ability to manufacture personal protective equipment or other medical devices, diagnostic testings, all kinds of things. In fact, over 5,000 companies have stepped up to offer their capacity and expertise. We've actually ramped up the ability to approve very quickly, but I will remind the member opposite that there is still a process where companies have to work closely with Health Canada to ensure that that the product that they're marketing is in fact safe, that it does what it promises to do, and that we don't have equipment or product on the market that could in any way hamper our attempts to fight this pandemic. If the member opposite knows of a particular company that is struggling to get Health Canada approval, please send to me through my email. I'm more than happy to ensure that we take a closer look. In some cases, it is just a matter of more information that needs to be transmitted to Health Canada, but it's always valuable to take a look if there is a particular company that's struggling to get that approval.
Member for Essex.
Thank you very much, Minister. I certainly appreciate that help, as will my constituents. Madam Speaker, the government sent PPE to China right before this crisis began. Later, the government trumpeted the fact that China had sent PPE to Canada. However, other countries have reported serious problems with PPE sent from China. Is the government confident that there are no defects with personal protective equipment imported from China?
Honourable Minister of Health.
And yes, in fact, all equipment that we either receive in donation or that we purchase, no matter which country of origin, unless it's a supplier that we've ordered from before, for example, 3M, we put through a quality test and ensure that it is safe, in fact, to distribute and that it meets requirements as set by Health Canada. The last thing we want to do, Madam Speaker, is distribute PPE that in any way endangers the lives of people who are using it and depending on it.
Honourable Member for Essex.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. So, given that other countries have reported problems with PPE from China, is Canada experiencing the same problem?
Health.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, some of the equipment that we received was not suitable for medical care workers, and we are looking at that equipment to see if it can be repurposed for other kinds of workers that do not need the same level of protection.
Honourable Member for Essex.
Thank you to the Minister for the answer. The Liberals shipped 16 tons of PPE to China in February. Did the government verify if Canada indeed had enough PPE for our own needs before sending it off to China?
The Honourable Minister of Health.
Well, thank you, Madam Speaker, and I'll remind the member opposite that the National Emergency Stockpile was never designed to have PPE for all workers, all health workers in the case of a global pandemic. In fact, it supplies primarily antivirals for the experience of a pandemic influenza with the capacity to support provinces and territories for particular surges. Having said that, yes, in fact, our contribution of nearly expired equipment to China, and in particular to go to the city of Wuhan, was part of a global effort to try and contain the virus in China and provide protection for those healthcare workers. It's based on the principle that countries come together to support a country that's experiencing outbreaks so they have the best chance of success at containing that outbreak. Unfortunately, as the world knows now, that was not the case, and we now have a pandemic here in Canada, but we have been able to complete all 33 of the current requests to provinces and territories for equipment from the National Emergency Stockpile.
For Essex, one last question.
Thank you. I will be brief. I'm wondering, can you tell me how many ventilators do we expect we're going to need in the next month from now on, based on the current projections where we sit today? And if so, do we have enough ventilators to meet that projection? Thank you.
Minister of Health.
Oh, thank you, Madam Speaker, and it's a difficult question to answer. If we continue to flatten the curve as Canada, it appears as Canada is having some success to do so, then the number of ventilators that we currently have might meet our needs. In fact, that's why we've worked so hard as Canadians all across the country to flatten the curve. In fact, it's not just to protect lives, of course, that's the primary purpose, but it's also to protect the healthcare system so that we don't experience a surge and so that we don't have doctors in the unfortunate position of many doctors around the world who have had to decide who needs a ventilator or not. Having said that,
And growing concerns about maintaining our food processing capacity